Hello, Recreate7 and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 in the Cold War The Iron Curtain mod. We are playing as the United Kingdom and attempting to rebuild ourselves after the Second World War and to fight communism and boast the ideals of democracy. In the world affairs, the Chinese Civil War is drawing to a conclusion, where the communists have pushed the Republicans off the mainland and they are now ensconced in Taiwan. And meanwhile, all eyes in the globe are focused on Korea, where there is rumblings of a potential conflict. On the home front, we have just finished decommissioning a large chunk of our navy in order to kind of save on some of those excessive naval costs we were burdening and attempt to rebuild with some modern ships. Oh, well, without any further ado, I'll hand you right back over to the live stream audio. Right, okay. Naval lark aside, ergo PLA has, or PRC, whatever you call it, kicked the Republican off the mainland. Taiwan, and such is the birth of Taiwan. National focus, I was paying attention, honest. Restore universal death duties. Inheritance tax. Legacy duty and succession duty were abolished by the Finance Act of 1949. We must restore them back. Which is, these are okay. I don't mind them there. They're an interesting one. I suppose on one hand they do theoretically defend against the accumulation of wealth into families by taxing each generation. I suspect there's all it does is hurt those with a little bit of money, as well as with lots of money, find ways around it. It tends to be the way these things work in actuality. Oh, I think we're in a moment of relative calm. Israel has joined the UN. Welcome on in. Nothing will go wrong in Egypt. Asia is a bit of a mess. Burma's got many civil wars on the go against the socialist. There's a white piece with Taiwan. We've got the socialist Burma. We've got the Maoist PLA of Burma. What else have we got? The Karen Liberation Armies. They're more Western leading reactionaries. Anybody else? Who are you? We've got a nationalist Mon Liberation Army. Here we go. Ooh, the Korean Workers' Party. North Korea dreams of unification. Okay, how's our inflation looking? It's somewhere in here. Too many things, not enough symbols. 2%. Okay. Okay, we restored universal death duties. We now want to get the Macadam Group, because that looked awesome. Tarmac Group is a British building materials company responsible for producing road surfacing materials, concrete, cement and lime. Along with being a road construction contractor, they help invigorate our roads and vital infrastructure. Beautiful. And we get 2 industrial parks out of it. Sweet. Netherlands having discussions with the Republic, which presumably they'll give them back. They have done most runs. A GDP of 230. Well, that's one thing I didn't mention, is when you're looking to influence and puppet countries economically, you can only do so if your GDP is significantly bigger than theirs. So for which one is it? For established dependent state, so you can, I think you can exploit anyone. Yeah, but for established dependent state, you have to have a GDP 5 times bigger than the target. So you are limited, you know, to the kind of smaller countries in the world, which makes it feel a lot more realistic. Okay, well done, Jordan. How goes our building in Scotland? And you can see, because we took loans, we've given out a little bit of influence in our country. Not enough to really worry about, though. The DDR has been established. Now we could pay some of this stuff back. Why can I not pay back, actually? Not sure about that. We should be able to pay back. We've got the money for it. Apparently my current debt is 0. They may have forgiven my debt. I don't know what's happened there. But I want to save up for the next one. Can I do it in parallel? Oh, I can do it in parallel. Do I want to get more debt? I mean, spend money to make money. And look, our surplus. Yeah, let's do it. That's going to plunge us into debt, which we will have to borrow quite heavily. Potentially from the IMF this time. We spread around where we get loans from. That'll help things. We can also take 100 billion domestic bonds. Let's do that. Back to the 25, and we'll take that from the IMF. That should get us covered. Cool. Interestingly, so only the 25 billion to the IMF seems to count. Okay. Ah, okay, because these are fixed payback. That's the difference, I think. Alright, 4 years, we've got to pay it back after 4 years. I understand. 5 years, we pay 3% interest per year, and they'll come looking for it at the end. Okay. That must be... We can already pay off the IMF loan, yeah? So our debt will go down to 0. Cool. And we'll just have the loans against these other countries, which we seem to not be able to pay off in advance, but that's fine. Okay, here we have the Korean War, January 1950. That was quite an early one. This is when I don't know the real date of when it kicked off. Right. War never changes. We are going to send some people out to help. We are probably going to get our butts handed to us. It's what's happened every other time in this war. We can go up to 5 now. I would like probably a few more tank divisions, please. Let's send the 7th Armoured. Want a generic one, or do you want to send the 2nd? We'll send some infantry as well. Since the specific ones have a nice little symbol. Although we get 2 of them. Well, that's no good. You go back over here then. Alright, we'll take one generic one. The London armoured guys. Cool. Because, well, I'll not spoil it. We'll see what happens here. Right, we're going to send Freeland with his 5 divisions. Although, do I want to send... No, I don't have any mountaineers. That's fine. There's a lot of mountain in Korea. We'll send Freeland. We'll send air volunteers. We will go, go, go. We shall try and defend Sorrentry. The Korean War. We've just had a world war. Yeah, I know we've got... Not quite another one. Right, we'll speed up till our volunteers arrive. No national focus. I forgot about that. So, we probably want to keep going down until we sort this NHS malarkey. I would like to do other things. And it's not killing us. We could help out Germany a little bit. Sign treat with Japan. Colonial welfare. Colonial loans. Which I feel like I want to go down here, but then that's going to throw us straight into... Presumably not, presumably we're time bound on that till the late 50s. I just don't want to leave the political stuff too late, you know? That's fine, we'll do this. We're committed to it, we're going to sort out our economics first. Okay, we must reduce the value of the pound from 2.8 to 1. Against what? Don't know. Against a dollar, against an ounce of gold. Wish and a prayer, who knows? Okay, we are out of political power. So we might want to actually swing over and take a focus that gives us political power so we can spend it, a chunk of it on England and some lovely new factories. So we see, hopefully we can see our GDP got 0% growth though. Oh, it just hasn't calculated yet in last year. I'm keen to see what this ends up being. Alright. Election of 1950. Clement Attlee versus Winston Churchill. Okay. Election of 1945, the fall of Hitler's European Reich, set many precedents. Labour secured a large majority of Churchill-aligned Conservatives, and the Liberal Party were shrunk to a mere third. And this situation carried on to the day. But that was 1945. It's now 1950 and the parties have changed. Labour has nationalised key industries and created the NHS, while the Conservatives are still led by Winston Churchill. The ballots are counted and Clement Attlee has done fine so far. Let him carry us further. Second Attlee ministry. Okay. Fine. Ooh, a research slot. Well, I'm gonna have to do that next, am I? And ever say no to research. I would also like to do some kick off the what do you call it, atomic stuff as well. But no, let's invest in our infrastructure first, economy first, and then we'll move on to nukes. We have quite a lot of manpower actually. Quite a lot more than I was expecting. Mainly due to... Oh no, mainly due to core manpower available. Interesting. South Korea is actually holding quite well. Last few times I have seen them pushed quite far south for responding and pushing north again. And the actual war did rage massively and down the way, up and down the peninsula. There you go. Okay, hang on. Things are happening. Netherlands has given Indonesia its land, so a chunky Republic of Indonesia. Okay, we've done powder coating. We probably want to keep doing this stuff. Infrastructure speed, let's do that. Good. Right. Volunteers are here. Let's again put in an army. We can reassign Templar. Let's give ourselves, gives the lads an order and say, hey, why don't the Brits? Oh no, not do that. We'll take Pyongyang. I select the right order. Let's swing up the coast. Come on. There we go. Sounds good. Also planes. I hear planes are a thing. Right, where's my bigger squadron? Oh, look at this. Millions of Toti squadrons. I can send 300 planes, so I will send 300 planes. Right. I'm going to send 50 close air support here. Let's send 50 fighters like so. I probably want more fighter groups. Do I want a strategic bomber? Maybe. I will, for reasons which will probably become apparent. So let's do... $5. You go there, and let's do another 25 here. That's 150 planes, so I've still got 150 more. I probably want another 50 fighter wing, which will be you guys. Okay, good, so that's 250, and then probably just more casualties, isn't it? Or more fighters. Let's get a little busy. No, let's go another fighter wing. Okay, I'm gonna get here. Also, I might get rid of some of these. Let's get rid of our planes in Egypt. Where are we? Yeah, Al-Kail doesn't need planes. This seems fine. And we'll cut this airbase as well. Just so I have less squadrons to manage. I'm not worried about planes, and it's easy to drop things out into out reserve into use. Not that there's going to be a massive war. Why are you guys in very slow? I'm not even going to ask. Alright, you guys get first dibs on the reinforcement. Planes are on their way. Yeah, see, red air. There's lots of enemy in about here. You are... what are you? Fighter, fighter, fighter. Go do fighter stuff. Let's air support. Let's move you to the front. And just my strat bombers waiting on, which... wait for the other one as well. Should be here soon. Maybe. There we go. Let's have you guys going for probably infrastructure, I think. Be the best. I don't need to do fort busting yet, just infrastructure for just now, I think. Is that supply hubs? This is where I fail myself on the little symbols. Supply hubs, yeah. Good, thank you. Please destroy these things. I don't know why there's two of them, I'm not going to ask. Infrastructure, supply hubs, beautiful. I think we want municipal infrastructure as well. No, we don't. State infrastructure. 50-50 and I got it wrong. Which will help supply throughput as well. Good, right. Go go! We're not even in position yet. Whoops. So who have we got? Not just North Korea. There is some Chinese units in here already. I think China or Russia actually. Hard to tell. Are we fighting any of them? Looks like China. Okay. Coming up against the might of the British forces, and they are failing. Excellent. Although we are really hemmed in here. Kun Afghan Akva Landlau air disaster. It was an interesting little visual bug when it first came in there. Concrete, jets, we'll deal both them. Right, we're going to keep going with some of the infrastructure stuff, including that one. More infrastructure levels. Can we improve the likes of our fighter? Yeah, we could get the Venom, or the Vampire, or the Swift. Sorry, fighter would be the Swift. Let's do that. We are using fighters, so why not? I did talk about doing some navy stuff as well, but how have you guys managed to lose your front line? Honestly. Speared up the coast for Pyongyang. Go go! Those commies, who's boss? National focus, right. More surplus, more political power, more industrial parks. Increasing our export output to our allies and our customers will allow rapid filling of the sterling reserve and a growth of our economy, which UK desperately needs at this time. Beautiful. Come on, lads, push for Pyongyang. It'll be the Brits that take it. Maybe. Oh, our Air Force is... Oh, there's no CAS, that's why. There we go, we've turned up. And they've gone again. In Jakarta. Alright, we'll push through. No danger. Why don't we see if we can push up to the river as well after that. Well, our allies taking the rest of the fun. Is America here? America is here as well. This is Turkey. Who else is fighting in here? It's like Canada's here. South Africa. I have no idea where you're from. It looks almost like Colombia or something. And this happens. Okay, so Pyongyang has fallen to the mighty British. Coalition forces are beginning to prepare to occupy the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea. We're going to see what Mao's going to do, and Mao enters the war. So a flood of Chinese units have crossed the river and has decided to sort us out. Which is it's gonna be bad. So let's just stop our attack, I think. See if we can't hold on a bit here. Because China is coming. And they're angry. Let's see if we can take this one. Since there's no one there. Okay, subsidize. Oh, we were going to do research, weren't we? Okay, let's do research first. Slight deviation, and then we'll sort our economy out. Our universities are receiving minimal funding, even as our soldiers return from war and must find careers or education. More funds must be allocated to universities. Fair enough, straightforward. Okay, honestly, lads, stop pushing. It's about to get gnarly. We'll try and shorten our bit of a line with defending. I suppose it would be good to kind of try and take Wusan and hold there. Although, in my experience, holding doesn't happen very often. And they have taken Wusan, this is good. I've not actually seen not seen a lot of Chinese units. I was expecting them to kind of flood in a little bit more. We try and take ourselves. Do I want to do this? Yeah, why not? We can try and assist a little bit. Okay, South Malaku has declared independence. Get on here. The UN has passed a controversial decision to give Italy the trustee of its former colony of Somaliland. Oh, interesting. Good luck. Is there any more UN stuff going on? Nope. Oh, we could select a resolution. Target select. Interesting. Human rights violation, freeze national assets, request state, request intervention. Oh. This is interesting. What could we do? What about if we... Hang on. How does this work? Ah. Condemn colonialism, okay. Sanction of something or other. Okay, we can do some stuff against the DPR, but not massively. Interesting. I was going to see if we could do anything against the PRC. Does not look that way. Sanction prominent people, like maybe we could do that. Or let's have a go at them for human rights violations. Did that happen? I feel like I clicked it and nothing really happened. Ah, submit proposal. Okay. A new United Nations session has been called. We're going to vote yes. Excellent. Who's voting no? Oh, Russia and China, presumably. Okay. China's turned up in earnest now. Let's stop attacking. Because this is where it's going to hurt. And generally, I've seen them essentially just roll the entire coalition back to the coast. Manpower's fine. Equipment, what are we not doing now? Self-propelled heavy artillery. Okay, I'll get that on the go. Self-propelled heavy self-propelled artillery. Let's take off. Put a little bit more of them. 3 civilian factories, nice. You know, I wouldn't mind a few more military industrial things. I feel like we're a little bit shy, but it's probably not the right thing to be building right now. We could just slap down an office park for monies. Okay. We could put things here, but it just feels a bit wasteful. We haven't done there, but it doesn't really matter. Nor does that. What else could we do? Ah, petrochemicals might be useful. Let's drop one of them in east of England as well. I have one left over. I know, we'll do another petrochemicals. Sounds good. Okay, how you guys getting on? Supply is horrendous. How's the air battle looking? It's probably pretty bad. Oh no, we've got the air. Good. Although, what kind of losses are we taking? They have got 200 and almost 300 fighters and about 130 bombers. We are outnumbered, but we seem to be holding the victory. Our missions are attacking divisions and stuff. Fine. A little bit of A, a little bit of strat bombers. Okay. Hey, we've condemned the human rights of Korea. Nice. Cool. What, anything else we can do with the UN? How much where do we have to wait before we can... 18 months. Right, okay. That was nice to see it worked. So we do have the air power. Supply is a bit of an issue. Seoulsville next hub. We just want to make sure I don't get any of my troops caught out in these little edge cases. So, do you know what? We're going to bring ourselves down, even if we give them Nampo. Rather that than lose a unit. I don't really know what to build. Just slap down some of these, eh? Once we get the next level of municipal infrastructure tech, it'll be good to build that everywhere. Yeah, we're starting to hold a little bit steady. This is good. Everything seems fine there. Yeah, okay. Just whether we've got enough to hold the entire line. Oh, Vietnam South has capitulated. Cool. Why are you both retreating? Your org looks healthy enough. Sometimes I wonder if we end up with just so many units here. You manage to get a couple of weak ones front line, destroy them, Oh, so that's actually us. And everyone defends. Was our ability to push back is essentially non-existent. And then they've got a three-sided attack here. It's pretty brutal. That treaty San Francisco. Sorry, that was an interesting one where we give Japan its sovereignty back. Okay, more research. Let's go back up to our industries. We're going to subsidise coal and steel with the introduction of a national coal board in 1946 to manage our coal industry, and the passage of Iron and Steel Act in 1949. The UK government has some control over coal and steel industries, providing subsidies for them. Cool. I clicked on one. Good. More doctrines. Well, let's do strategic destruction. That feels very British. Okay. Navy, I suppose. So if we want to rejuvenate our ships, but potentially... Actually, we've got the most... This is just it's got a bit of a gap really until 1955. Okay. We do have the ability to build vanguards and implacables if we want. What about for our destroyers? Are they all up to date? Frigates, cruisers. No. Battle cruisers. Okay. Probably want to subsidize our... whatchamacallit? Not just battle cruisers, we probably want some of these lighter classes. Now, I believe that the way this is vaguely interesting works is that so... you need to have... Well, maybe it's not. I thought you needed to have the prerequisite sub-units research before you could then research the class. But that does not seem to be that it's working, actually. No effect, no effect, no. Because that's how it works for tanks and things. So look, for example, if I go here and say, hey, I want to build this, I need to have basic computer auxiliary research before they let me do it. You know? So there's a kind of a lock there. And I thought that's the same way it worked for ships. Otherwise, and maybe this is not implemented yet, there's no point in doing any of this stuff. It's all already on these. He says. Okay, in which case we're all actually up to date on ship modules. Nothing really kicks into 1955. We could do more aircraft stuff. Maybe we want to improve our CAS actually, which is the Venom. Let's get that on the go. And Dukes, I haven't got magnetic core memory. So what's that on about? Well, it's here. And actually, here's stuff we are... Oh, I didn't realize we didn't have these. We're a little bit behind in. I need to research this before I can get that, but actually I want this one, which is a flat research speed boost. One I probably should have had already. Meanwhile, we return to slowly losing Korean War. Which is, to be honest, generally how I've seen it go. We're not building light artillery? I can have it. £25 hour. Definitely do with a small amount. I'm losing behind there. Yeah, I could do with more military factors actually. Another 3 would be quite nice. Why don't we heal them up? I mean, I could switch things around, stop using guns and trucks and all that. And do you know what? I will do that for just now, just so we're producing this. Although we've got a surplus. But let's plan to have a little bit more military stuff. 3 of those. In fact, we'll spread them around so they get built a bit quicker. There we go. So let's not build this, and let's not worry about that. And we'll pick those up shortly. Beautiful. A little bit more. Just so I can have a line of everything, not have to worry about it. Because, my heart, I'm lazy. Infantry equipment, heavy artillery, self-built, medium artillery. I mean, okay, fine, but what logistic-wise, what are we short of? Actually, we are short of self-built, heavy artillery. Dang. And heavy artillery. Although we've got them in surplus. We don't have self-built in surplus. I thought I was building that. Clearly not. The Russian or the Soviet Union as what I'm looking for. Refuted Turkey's claims on the Straits. Right, I needed heavy self-propelled artillery. Could have sworn I had some of these on the go, but clearly not. I do. There you go. M40 Cardinal. You go away. Don't tell me I'm not building. I am. Yeah. Just infantry equipment, which I've got loads of in the tank. I'll get around to it eventually. Okay, we have been pushed beyond the 38th parallel. Fortunately, our comrades seem to believe all-out attack is the way forward. What state is our army in, actually? Org's not great, strength's not great, to be honest. Supply is a little bit contested. I think if they didn't attack and just held their line, they'd probably be okay. They kind of throw away their org and then just get pushed out. And we can't afford a bigger front. You gonna get there? Yeah, oh, but... Really? They have some serious attack. Plus 300% attack. Okay, so they get some modifiers. Fair enough. No wonder they're kicking our butt. I've not played China, so I don't know exactly what it is, but we're about to get massively flanked here, so do you know what, lads? You need to fall back to something like... Why don't we use the forts? Would be a sensible thing to do, I reckon. Do that. Right, pull back. We could actually start just behind the river. We'll do a couple fallback lines. Let's maybe not give up quite so much of their country just yet. Let's try this one first. Okay, modify government's fine, but I actually want to save up for my English investments. Okay, we've subsidized coal and steel industries. We're now going to increase state housing credit limit. The limit will be raised on how much credit people can use when buying or renting housing. Increasing this limit will allow more people to extend their credit and be able to get affordable housing for themselves. Yeah, you are concerning, but hopefully... Can you get to this end of the line, please? There's a good chap. Seoul is going to fall, and there's very little we can do about that. China and Soviet Union are buddying up. Nothing terrifying about that. What are we using for our garrison units? There's a good question. For our occupied territory units. The airborne division. Well, that seems silly. Let's throw in TA. Though why they're losing anything anywhere, I honestly don't know. I mean, I have no resistance. Who knows? Okay. Let's kick up speed a little bit. I don't know what that is. Thin orange line is holding. Actually, having pulled out, seems to be providing a little bit more support. We could even... Can we push that one back? Oh, absolutely no chance. Get defense modifiers? No? Ah, there's just an absolute buttload of them. We got yellow though. Planes are doing a little bit of work. Also getting shot down. I guess probably get AM industry. That 10 Chinese infantry units, man. I'm gonna halt. We're just gonna burn our org out and then get pushed out. This is how you lose against China. There's just so many of them. It's frankly insane. Republic of South Maluku. Yeah, we'll do night ops. Why not? I'm trying to hurt their infrastructure supply. I'm not going to do that because I'm saving up my pennies. We'll just drag on this war as long as we can. Good. How is my money looks good. We have almost half our navy upkeep, and in fact it's now less than our army. It'll grow as we build more subs and things, but that's fine. Okay, housing credit limit done. Let's do some agricultural subsidies. Providing agricultural subsidies will allow our farmers to grow more crops and sell more food, along with providing them the best farming technologies we have to offer. And our GDP... have growth for year on year? No, not yet. I think it's gone up though. Maybe it's not. So you can see your GDP consists of different industries. So military doesn't add to it. But yeah, office parks do the most. Then kind of then agriculture, then civilian industry. More units. Oh, it's Taiwan, I think, has come to help. That is, yeah, the Republic of China. Poor Korea, stuck in a proxy war. Yeah, the more time we buy, the more units hopefully we can get in here. I say we're capped, but the more units other people can get in here. The early computer theory is done. I want to roll straight into this one, to be honest. Which will give us more research tech. Research speed. We also have some river defense here. That's probably the weak part of this line, although it can only be attacked by one tile, which is good. Otherwise, we might just get mobbed by like pushing massively across the river south of Seoul. I don't know how long their boost lasts for either. Yeah, I don't know. My one spy got caught in Germany. Oh, it didn't go very well for her. Up speed a little bit, so we're not involved in any direct fights for just now. Give our lads a break. What are you missing? We are missing a bunch of equipment actually. Mechanized, anti-tank, support equipment. Support equipment I'm surprised about. Light mechanized vehicles. Yeah, we are taking losses we can't really sustain. So do you know what? Let's ditch some of these. What we've got a lot of. We have quite a lot of artillery actually. See, there's nothing we have huge amounts of surplus of. Ah, carrier fighters. Right, we don't need any more of you. The carrier jet close air support, we don't need any more of you. We can put a little bit more onto... oh, we don't need any more mechanized marine either. Oh, hang on, we'll come back to this. I need more of you advanced mechanized transports. We will increase the minimum wage. Why not? The passage of the Wage Council's Act of 1945, Parliament has begun to embark on raising the minimum wage. We get more political power, more stability, slower construction, which is not great. More efficient factories, but at the same time less output. All those lovely children's workers helping us out here. Now, I was going to say why we don't get anything, especially because you guys are attacking. Constantly. High attrition is good though. I'm hopeful our strat bombers are doing a pretty good job here. 0.1 enemy building bomb. Maybe not as good a job as I hoped. Details. Last day. Days. Buildings bomb. Actually, 12 bombs building. 12 bombs building. 108 troops bombed. 6 enemy fighters lost. Where's our fighters? 17. Jeez. Oh, well, we'll use up our stock. Okay, we've gotten off from Soviet Union to create a neutral, unified Austria. Ah, cool. I've seen them go Anschluss Part 2 before. Right now, let's go. Let's view, thank you. So currently under the 4 control zones. So we can either keep our zone or we can say, yeah, I think let's go for it. Unified Austria, nice. Neutral Austria. Seems like a sensible approach. Can you go away, please? Thank you. Doctrines, more air stuff. Air superiority, escort, yeah. Probably should have done battlefield support anyway, but strategic destruction felt nice in British, so we'll do that. Good. Our allies are holding. Our fallback line is in place. They may have just pushed... No, it's only one guy out of 15. It's okay. Attrition here is absolutely horrendous. Like 40%, 45%. They must be bleeding equipment. But they can also build a lot. And it's one thing, look at the manpower these guys get. Like 100 million. They certainly have men to throw at it. Apparently just men is about all they're throwing at. But yeah. Now this is the best I've seen South Korea do in this war, so that's a positive. Okay, speed up. Okay, we're now being attacked. Do you still have your mad bonus? No, you do not. Okay, excellent. They no longer have their 300% attack bonus they were getting. That's actually really good. So this might give us might be able to hold where we are. What? Why? We just got atomic weapons theory. I don't know why that happened. I don't remember researching that. What were we researching? Maybe it did. Maybe I'm literally losing my mind. Okay. Well, the world is clearly a dangerous place. Love some missile stuff, but no, we're gonna go. Let's sort our nukes out first. Bioweapons navigation. That seems a little gnarly. Because, you know, nukes are perfectly fine. Oh, we could go for actual nuclear power. Oh, we have nowhere near the tech for that. Alright, let's just get fission weapons. That's how friendly we are. And as we take that first step along the journey to becoming a nuclear-armed nation, we are going to bring this episode to a close. So things seem to be progressing relatively well on the home front, trying to balance rebuilding the economy as well as modernising our armed forces. Meanwhile, Korea has entered a fairly dangerous phase of the war, with the Chinese entry and significant reversal of the front line, not to mention the many troops that China has brought with it. Means there's a significant threat that the victory may elude us in the end, but we'll have to see exactly how that plays out. As ever, I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheerio.